Good morning. It's 5:02. I camped down there somewhere. The temperature is 55 degrees. And I'm gonna watch out for snakes. Okay, anyway, so this is the water where the snake was yesterday. Further down, but still. I wonder if he's still there. He is! Oh my goodness, he's so cute. He's right there. Good night, little buddy. Alright, anyway, 5:02. Today's gonna have a lot more hills and stuff than yesterday, so I won't be doing as many miles. So far I'm feeling okay, but I haven't really gotten started to know. So I'll check in later. Sky still looks a little hazy. I don't smell smoke this morning. I did keep my mask in my fanny pack for easy accessibility. I heard bells and it took a second. I'm like, what is that? The cows, but I didn't grab my phone in time. I was drinking water, so my hands are full with a water bottle in one hand and trekking poles in the other. Maybe I'll see them. So last night, or yesterday before camp, last 3 miles, I was hearing something too, but I was listening to an audiobook, and I mean, now that I'm hearing it, the cows, it sounded just like the cows. That's what it was. So anyway, oh, I already scared them off. Well, that was unexpected. Beautiful forest in here. Wow. I love the pines. Very hazy. Made it to some water. I haven't looked around yet. It doesn't look great. This is the last water for 7.3 miles, and there's about 1,000-foot climb. So I'm gonna chug some and get some. I'm smelling some smoke now. It's not bad yet. Okay, I'm about to start a 1,500-foot climb. 1,500-foot climb. Here we go. Day 37, and I'm just about to the peak of this climb. It only went up to like 6,600 feet, so I'm not at a high elevation. And the second half of the climb was nice and gradual, so really not too bad. No views or anything. Actually, I think that's the peak of this climb. Close enough though. Very hazy. Doesn't smell too bad though. And I don't have a headache today. I made it to water. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit. And the trail is pink. Is that fire retardant? Spray paint? It's down there too. Huh. So based on this little burn zone here and the pink ahead, I would say that is fire retardant. I don't know anything about fires, but like the powder that helicopters drop on fires, that's what I'm talking about. See, more pink. It's 9:21. I'm starting my next 1,500 foot climb. Water crossing. Big pile of rock vomit. Someday, when I get home, maybe, I'm gonna look up how this happens. Side of the mountain, just full of rocks. It's like the side of the mountain just opened up and vomited rock everywhere. But really, what's the cause? It's 10:28. I stopped at that spring and got some water. I made a tortilla with Nutella. That's the word. Still climbing. I'm hiking through some burned forest again. Some of the trees lived. You can see the layer of like smoke. Wow. Wow. I started my second downhill. I reached the peak up there and didn't notice. So, oops. For a while, I think I just have ups and downs, like small ones. And there might be a climb at the end. It just depends on how I feel. A meadow. I do love a good meadow. Funny butterflies. Hi, babies. 11:26. Temperature is 83 degrees. I stopped at that spring and wet my sleeves and stuff because it's warm. The trail is very open and exposed again today. Oh, not as, sorry, it's kind of rocky actually, but it's fun away. Sorry, the trail wasn't rocky, it was lumpy. Like someone pulled a bunch of rocks out of the trail and it hasn't quite settled in with like sand or anything. Anyway, I didn't have lunch yet because that Nutella tortilla thing filled me up quite a bit, so I'll stop in maybe an hour and eat. I think I'm about 15 miles in for the day, 16, something like that. Haven't checked in a while. Oh, more water. And I'm doing okay, feeling fine. Came from that direction. And it looks like I'm entering another burn zone. I stopped at that rock for a second because they had one bar of cell phone service. Not enough to get on Facebook or anything, but my husband had messaged on my Garmin about that fire being about a half mile from the trail. So I texted him asking if he thought I should try to do a detour around it. And according to Far Out, there's another place that has cell phone service in about 4.5 miles. So I'll check my texts then. Still burn zone. This black, sooty, sandy stuff means my toes will be black when I take my socks off later. I'll try to remember to show on camera. It's 12:32. I'm gonna try to find a rock in the shade and have some lunch. Oh, I thought there'd be shade with a rock. Alright, sitting next to that bridge. That's gonna be my lunch spot. I got a Garmin reply from my husband asking about if he thought it would be safe to go through. It is open, the trail, and he seemed to think it'd be fine also with cautions. So no sleeping there, I assume. I'd have to wear a mask. So when I get to camp tonight, I'll check it out a little bit closer. If I have to wear a mask and exert myself up like a steep hill, that's gonna suck. So anyway, we'll see. It's 2:17. I sat over here and I had cell phone service, so I sat there and texted my husband and uploaded a video and just kind of took a break hiking on. Pretty purple flowers. Look at all the moths and butterflies. I'm descending a climb for the next one, hopefully the last one of the day. And I wanted to say that I haven't seen any hikers today. This morning at that early road crossing, I saw tents set up and I assumed they're through hikers, but I don't know. And I saw 3 day hikers because we stopped and talked about the summit fire and stuff. And otherwise it's been very just quiet and lonely out here. I mean, yesterday I feel like every water source, a group of people was there, and nobody today anywhere. That's all. Head across this river. I'm starting about a 12 or 1300 foot climb, and this is the second to the last water source for the day. So I'm gonna go and wet my sleeves and stuff and cool off. Temperature's 80 degrees. Okay, I'm hiking on from that river. There's water in half a mile, and the 1300 foot climb is over 2 miles, but I'm not quite going to the top. There's a tent site, I don't know, a few hundred feet before that. It's a dry camp, so at this next water source I'll pack out a bunch and then climb uphill with a heavy pack full of water. Yay. Water looks a little iffy tomorrow too, by the way. And no recent comments about the water sources. So, well, I guess that's a problem for tomorrow. Let's hope the tent site is safe because there's a lot of dead trees in here. I didn't see a single live tree. That's the last water source of the day. I'm gonna be dry camping, so stop here and drink some. There's a view with pretty flowers, and get lots of water to pack out. Okay, I'm being the last water source. Steep climb ahead. I think I see a trail ahead. So the parking lot was up there. But I think I'm good to cross. Man, it's so incredibly hazy. It does smell like smoke, but it's not giving me a headache and it's not terribly strong. But, I don't know, might consider sleeping with the mask on as I approach that summit fire. The trees are green. That's promising. Hopefully camp will be safe and free from widowmakers. I'm backtracking because I missed tent sites in here, I guess. Oh, there. I just walked right by him. Okay, well, this is probably home for the night. Alright guys, it's 4:46. I decided to go ahead and stay here. There's just not a lot of options for a while. So I did 27.3 miles, and even though I have several hours of daylight left, I just don't know where else to go, so I think I'm kind of stuck here. So I said I'd show my feet after the black, but I changed my socks earlier and rinsed my other ones off in a creek, so I don't expect them to actually be so bad now. They're not so bad. There we go. Because I put on clean socks. Oh yeah, not so bad. Alright guys, there's my view. Drying out my socks. Good night, I'll see you tomorrow.